Hello, IT poddeskers. No, IT poddeskians. I'm trying it out because we're a couple episodes in, and I want to let you know that we're changing the format. What? Yeah, we're changing the format. We're changing it up here in the IT poddesk uh productions, and we decided that let's have fun. Yeah, Jaren is doing a good job. That's me, and he's doing a good job speaking in third person to and he likes being the IT specialist, no doubt. That's what he knows. That's his college degree. All right. Too much information. But listen, we're going to change it up. We were thinking, a lot of people want to be IT people, like comedians, which we do have on the show. What if they get a chance to be the IT person? what if what if there's another comedian who's the customer and client? Huh? And what if, I'm just saying, and this might be crazy, but I don't care. We're in a pandemic. What if they don't even know who they're talking to until the end of the show, or if they figure it out, whatever. But it's gonna be fun, and then we'll talk about it at the end of the show. Sounds good? Yeah, it's gonna be good because I looked it up and I'm like, yo, no one's doing this. no one, no one's out here in the streets making comedians good at their jobs and opening their minds and helping you with some troubleshooting issues. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. But here's the catch, though. You need to rate this podcast a 5-star review if you can. That'll be wonderful. Review A, but you know what? Speak from the heart. You don't have to sugarcoat it or anything. I will love it because I do love sugar. All right, but please see if you could do that. That'll be great. This episode will be the last episode of the current format. Well, relax. For the current format with Lars Soderlund and myself. It's going to be fun. And before we start, Lars have a very important message. Take it away, Lars.
I have a new podcast with Grant Yoder and Chad Johnson called The Golden Fleece, all about how people make money off of podcasts and how comedians engage podcasts and why. And we're really excited about it. It'll be coming out pretty soon, should be sometime in the next few weeks. We record every Wednesday night. And Jaren, we would love to have you on it as somebody who has multiple successful podcasts.
Ooh, I would love to be on this show. Golden Fleece sounds wonderful to me as a skinny man. That sounds warm and inviting. Wow, successful podcast. Okay, I'll take it. But anyways, enjoy this episode. IT Pod Desk. Yeah. Hi, this is IT. This is Randy. How can I help you?
Hi, Randy. Yeah, I'm really upset at something that I've found out about my internet recently.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you know what net neutrality is?
Um, yes, sir. I mean, net neutrality. We want to make sure. Um, you know. So this is like neutral net that we're trying to share to our customers, and we
Okay,
want to make
okay. Well,
sure
okay.
it's a
Listen.
balance. Okay.
What I what I'm specifically upset about is the fact that it feels like some of my websites are loading faster than others. Is that part of your company policy? Here, okay. I went to prayer.com
Hmm.
and it loaded very slowly. And then I went to sportsillustrated.com and it loaded right away. Is that something that your company is supporting?
Well, well, sir. I know. Well, number one, as a Christian myself,
Hmm.
today on a Sunday, there's going to be a
Thank
lot
you.
of traffic, especially on pray.com. I hope you understand that. All
Okay.
right. So I want you to, be patient. God is working, and we're
Hmm.
working with God, to make sure to give
That's
quality
right.
service. So,
That's
uh,
exactly right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come down on
Oh,
you.
oh,
I
no
should have.
worries.
I
Only
should have.
God can come down on me, but
Yeah, that's a really interesting way to phrase that. Now, so I should have. And knowing that you're a Christian, I should have asked first. What church do you go to?
Oh, well, listen, we here at a Christian internet service provider,
Mm.
we are devoted to have service inside the company. We have space for that with our union
A
and our union.
Christian union.
Yes.
Wow. Have you found that that's as powerful as a normal union would be? I'm trying to imagine how that even works.
Well, of course, we have a very powerful union leader.
Okay. Okay. You mean Jesus, or you mean literally someone who's in the office there?
Um, Jesus is a good start as a COO, but
Wait, the chief operations officer specifically.
right, second in charge.
Of course, of course. Okay, I feel like we've really gotten off the rails. Okay, so you're saying probably that you're saying there's no policy to move some websites faster than others within the Christian internet company. Is that what I'm hearing?
What I'm hearing when you say probably, I'm thinking logistically. Uh, it's yes, we again a lot of traffic, a lot of holy traffic's coming in to prayer.com. So, excuse me, sorry.
Now, okay. I wasn't going to ask this, but I should have. Oh, okay. I'll just write down. Is there a record of the sites that we go to? Because I have 3 sons, and I don't want to be put on some sort of list just because of the traffic that they are on.
Oh, I understand. Oh, right. Well, listen, those traffics, we don't really keep as per se. We make the sacrifice onto thee for the customers, and thee shall be okay with that with the CEO and the CEO.
That's great. Okay, so you're saying that the company policy is not to track internet traffic, and that is okay with Jesus and God, who are your union CEOs and COOs. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Oh, right. As long as you're following the prayer policy, are you, sir?
Yes, I'm sure I am. Would I should have said this already. We move a lot, and I lose a lot of the documentation that I get in the mail. So I've been meaning to review the prayer policy. Would you tell me again what that is? Because I'm sure I follow it. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
It would be great if you would tell me again what that is.
Sorry, yeah, of course, our prayer policy. Of course, no insults, of course.
Just a review.
Another Christian to, fellow Christian as yourself.
Right.
Oh, and before I tell you, I just want to let you know, we do send an email as well, like a digital copy.
Oh, great.
So
great. Well, that would be great. Can I give you my email address?
Oh, sir. Yeah, I mean, oh, well, yeah, that'd be great if you can give me your email address. Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's I love the devil 69 at gmail.com. I promise that wasn't a choice that I made. I don't know how any of this stuff works. That's something that my son set up for me.
Oh, wait a second. You said I?
Yeah,
Is it LOVE or LUV?
Oh, yeah, just LUV.
What's the next word? Yeah.
The THE.
THE. Oh, I thought it was DA,
Well,
sometimes I get the cool Christian rock.
I don't know. I wouldn't, I think that devil, I don't know if he deserves the indefinite article in front of it, but this is just what I think my son is trying to ruin my life. I love let's just get as quick as possible.
Okay,
devil, and then devil, the devil.
Right.
I love the devil 69 at gmail.com. That's the site.
Hey, wait a second. Is that the number 69?
Yeah, 69. Yeah, it's just,
That's
I
my
don't
favorite
even.
number.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, that's great. What a relief.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, yeah,
Right.
okay,
I
so,
sent the documentation over.
okay, great. Okay, I'm reading. All right, I'm reading. Wait. Okay, all right, I'm opening up. It's
Yeah.
a lot of spam. Okay, now I'm scanning. Okay. All right, okay, so it says, prayer policy from
Right. The one with the
Christian.
angel emoji. Yes.
Right, angel emoji, with the little halo. Okay, so it says, so rule number one, um, people must pray. That some legal disclaimers, and then it says, rule number one: all customers of Christian internet must pray every
Mm-hmm.
day and every time before they get on. They get on the site. Now,
Hmm.
that's
Yes.
of course that's something that I do, but is the power of prayer that important for internet as that it would make it into the policy?
Uh, Sir. Now, I hope we're not questioning, our service and our way
No, no.
about ways. I hope you understand that. Now, I hope you understand this policy will help you get our. We sent remember the bottle of wine.
Hmm.
That's be sent. Now remember, disclaimer again, with the bottle of wine that we sent to you, you have to let it sit for 24 hours. It might
Okay.
look clear, but
Okay.
it'll be wine
Right.
in 24
Right.
hours. Now,
Are
if
you right? Go on.
as long we follow that prayer policy, and
Okay.
okay,
Okay. Now, are you okay? What? Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. So it sounds like you're saying that. Okay. We're just right. Okay. So you're saying if I follow the prayer policy, not only
mm-hmm.
will I be prevented from having trouble with the internet, but also this this clear bottle of wine will be drinkable as wine in 24 hours. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes. Not only that, we won't throttle your speed at all.
Great.
All right. So as long as wait, and you say you have two sons, as you
Three
said, right?
sons.
Oh, three
Yeah.
sons. Okay,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. That's right. Yeah.
And
It's
and
Abe.
they're praying too, right?
Uh, they've got a lot. I want them to, and when I can bring them around and get them to hold my hand, we
Oh,
pray together all the time.
mm,
Is it
mm.
important that I know that they're praying in order
I'm
to maintain internet?
so back to your problem here. It seems a lot of slow. Yeah, we seem to be throttling your speed. It looks like there's not a lot of prayer that's happening from your household. I only see, yeah, let's see, on the times that where you had to comply with our prayer policy. I only see, let's see, it looked like an average of zero point 0.6 pps. It's coming from two
Yeah.
members of your household. Now,
Yeah.
listen, I have kids at home, and I have a wonderful family, and I'm not trying to, be that kind of parent to tell you how to parent your kids and
Of
stuff. But
course.
if you want to get to, your email from, was it I love
I love the
the
double
devil
69.
69, right? Oh, that number. Oh my God.
I'm so
Um,
glad that you like it too.
yeah, so like if you want to get to your email faster, I suggest having that talk. The
Mm.
prayer is really important. Daddy needs his wine in a day later, and you want to get to, all your sites, and your kids want to get to their sites as well, right?
Okay, so you're suggesting I have a conversation with my children, not just about the internet or
Right.
about the importance of prayer, but about how prayer is the gateway to the internet.
You get it, sir. You
Yeah,
you
okay.
understand, and with our wonderful price that we're paying, you remember?
It's very, I mean, you are the cheapest on the market, which is
Right.
pretty great.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's, I mean, we're both Christians. I think it's obvious that we support, you and I are on this phone call because we're brought together in faith and love. Um, it's just these kids. I mean, it's okay. So a lot of the time they're not praying because they're playing Fortnite, right? So
Right.
is that, is there a religious version of Fortnite where they could pray while they do it? Is there some other way that I could sort of, alley-oop that into some sort of a prayer opportunity from your perspective as a fellow Christian parent?
Yeah, let's see. I'm checking here. Hold on. Because we have a an app store.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's the App
Yeah.
Store called?
It's called Heavenly Heavenly Apps,
Heavenly
and
Apps.
yeah.
I'll go. You know
So
what? I'll navigate there too.
all
And
right.
actually, the internet's going
Oh,
better now. So
here's one. You remember like Angry Birds? We have
yes,
one called Angry Jesus.
Angry Jesus.
Right. So anytime they do things that Jesus does not like, then Jesus gets angry, and
Okay.
and
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
they
wait. Is it?
they
Let's
take
go
their
on. Go.
spirits. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So they take their spirits from the game. So
Okay. So wait. So okay. So in the original Angry Birds, you
right.
fling a bird at a series of structures and try to destroy the pigs. So are you flinging Jesus at angry ghosts? Did you say?
No, so here's how the game works.
Okay.
The game, like let's say, so before we play the game,
Mm.
it's the consequences of your actions of like in your everyday life. Let's say, I don't know, kids not praying,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, that's the big
So
one.
yeah, we will pick that up. Everything will be recorded, and then all the actions that will make God angry, and then God will retaliate in the game, and thus weakening the spirits of the player.
Oh, okay. So it's not sort of a game so much as it is kind of a Tamagotchi situation
Oh,
where God or Jesus is appearing in the game and then actually having effect on the internet because of the way he perceives our actions. Is that where there's kind of a feedback loop of what we're doing and then how our internet's being affected? Is that what you're saying?
you know, games work out like that, because and listen, I find it entertaining, and we understand in real life what we don't find entertaining is customers not following their policy,
That's what
and
you find entertaining?
well, no, well, hear me out. But
Sorry,
the entertaining part, of course, our wonderful apps and our wonderful games, of course,
of
Angry
course.
Jesus,
Angry
that
Jesus.
one, yeah, that one, I can see just the wonderful, like especially the crisp graphics. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
just just seeing how much Jesus loves his people and understands, like, hey, they're gonna fuck up, or like
Okay.
there's gonna
Wow.
be
Okay.
sorry, excuse
I would
my
say F up, but that's
language.
okay.
It's okay. I'm sorry, I'm employee of the month,
No,
and I'm really,
employee of the month.
I'm a very devoted employee here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I work really hard.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Employee of does that come with any sort of, well, anyway, sorry, go. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, more hours. I miss my son's little league game, but my family
Ooh.
totally understands. Anyways, oh, I'm
Wow.
not supposed to be talking about my
Little, no,
personal
I'm
things.
interested. I
I
mean, we're all
Right.
brothers here.
Mhm.
Well, go on. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
Little
sorry.
League.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah, Greg, I'm working. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, you're
Laughter.
working from home.
Oh, just trying to get the customer. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. I'm
Okay.
doing
Will you
this.
ask your son how I should get my children to pray? Does he know?
Oh, sir.
I'm
Listen.
sorry. I don't want to be,
Hey,
I
I
don't want to
understand
intrude.
it. I mean, I'm just saying, and I'm happy you coming to me about, I'm trying to find a way to, making sure, being an awesome customer as yourself, and being a very devoted Christian dad.
That's me.
So I will tell you, um, my kids, like, no after school program, no curricular activities or anything.
Hmm.
It's just, they go, the prayer happens,
Okay.
all right, do like around like 66 minutes or so, right?
Okay.
Probably around 6 seconds after, as well. And
Okay.
and I
Those are some of my favorite numbers.
right, see?
So,
Yes.
okay, wait. So no after school. So do they
Mhm.
get picked up after school? Or they're just praying in school or in the street?
No, no, we are, listen, and the wonderful thing is that we have our computers right in front of us. So
Right.
right there, we said as a family.
Oh, right. They're not going to school. You're still distance right now.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is still a COVID kind of era thing.
Yeah, and
I
yeah,
got you.
I don't want to get into, the whole political with the town halls and everything.
Of
But
course.
the idea is,
It's
I
ridiculous.
want to make sure that when they are paying attention to what me as a father is doing, helping them. Not only we're going over our budgets, not only I'm showing them, hey, listen, if you want to run a family like how I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to pay attention to these numbers. I have the calculators out and everything like that. Okay.
And this is family finance, or this is the amount of prayer that they're doing?
It's prayer.
Okay.
All right.
So you
And
keep
the finance is involved.
Okay.
And not only
Wait.
learning math, yes.
Okay. How are your prayers and your finances intertwined?
Buddy, I mean,
okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry.
I'm here. I'm not doing. I wish I'm doing this for free, helping you, and helping my customers and my clients, and I do as much. Again, employee of the month.
Right.
These, money doesn't come from trees, and
No.
that's what I'm trying to show my kids.
Okay.
And they're doing that within the forms that are given from the government. And once the forms are completed, right, the handcuffs come off, like figurative speech.
Figuratively speaking,
figuratively
right? Okay,
speech,
so
basically,
right. I'm just trying to figure out what I can borrow from these lessons. Okay, so all right. So let's walk through it. Okay, so if I wanted my children to pray more often.
Right.
Then I would, after they finish their electronic school, we would all sit down at a table. So far, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I would get out spreadsheets showing how often they pray.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's a good start. Yeah.
No, I just thought that was what you were doing. Am I off?
Yeah, but listen, I see it as a way where they're building up towards, again, as how much I wanted them to build up to their love to Jesus, and then
Jesus, of course,
and then the top dog up there, right? Right,
CEO.
God. Yep. No, CEO.
Well,
COO is Jesus. CEO
God
is our boy. Yes, there we go. All right, we got it.
I was just guessing before. I'm glad I was right.
No worries. This is why I'm here, to help you with that. So before they get to that, right? Who's before Jesus? Who's before Jesus? You are.
Okay.
You are.
Right.
Okay. So you know what? They have to work their way to you first.
Okay.
And then you work for us. I mean, to us.
Okay. So I'm the vice president of this family, and also maybe of Christian Internet Company.
Yeah. If you if your wife is CEO, hey, you know what? I'm okay with that.
I know that game.
Yeah, that's game. That's life.
Oh, that's life. Yeah, but she's a CEO. Right.
Right. We go split C's. So.
That's interesting.
Right, because I sometimes mess up. I sometimes,
of course, insider trading.
Yeah, I sometimes get those paper cuts. I sometimes get those bruises on my shoulder. I sometimes push myself down the stairs.
Right. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I share some of those injuries. Right. You just got to brush it off, and if they're not external, they're internal, I told myself I was useless. I told myself my wife should have married that other guy. I told myself that it was a mistake to have these 3 children because of my weak sperm. Yeah, I know that's right.
You should talk to my brother. Oh boy, say a lot.
What's his situation?
I mean, just almost all that what you just mentioned, but like he has a dog.
Yeah. Okay, that and a dog. That's a lot. That's a lot. That could kind of tip the scales. Oof. Okay, so all right. So yes, I don't even know where to return to. Okay, so it sounds like your company does not throttle internet speed at specific sites, but you reserve the right to diminish my speed if you're getting data that my family's praying less.
Yes, thank you. So let's work on that.
Okay. Yeah, but okay. Oh no, you've focused a lot on how much my family's praying, but I'm pretty curious as to how you're getting the data to how much we pray. What's that? Are there metrics that's based on? Is there some sort of data collection that you're doing? As you know,
Huh?
I also have the package where I have the internal security, right, for Christian internet security. We have the
Right.
sign out front that says that,
Thank you.
and so I know that there's some, there's cameras that we have around our house. But I was told that
Mm.
we're exclusively looking for threats. Is that the case, or is there something more there?
Let's see. Looking into, let's see, your account. Let's see, threats, yes, enabled. Uh,
Good.
let's see. Now I'm not sure if it's in the package, but retaliation, let's see. No, I don't think retaliation is in the package, or I mean, it doesn't look like it just yet, but again, it seems that if you it looks like you're on the reward system,
Yeah.
and by the way things are going right now, it looks like you can get the lawsuit package from us
Okay.
pretty soon if we keep going down this road and keep asking questions.
Wait.
And yes,
Oh, okay.
so I mean, now that reward system, like now here's the thing about there's choices within this reward
Right.
system, right?
Right.
So you can get the lawsuit package from us, and
Right.
it's a very big package. It is a package, some people are just like, man, this is too much. I don't think we want it, in a good
Right.
way,
Right.
for
Too
some
big.
people. Yeah.
Right.
So like they can have that, or they can get the mind their business and be a good customer package. And that one, I listen, I
Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah,
I
you know what?
recommend that
You're
one.
right. You're right. You're
That
right. And
one.
you know what? That's right. I am,
Sorry, I'm very excited to give
I'm
you
a
such.
simple man, and
Mhm.
you know what? I just have to say, now, as I think about the very helpful cameras that you've installed around my
Mhm.
house and all the very normal things that you've seen, when I
Oh,
think about that lawsuit package, I'm
right,
not thrilled about that. If I had to
sir.
make a choice right now, I would
Okay.
choose the
Mhm.
Mind Your Business package.
Right. Good
Well,
choice. I was just gonna say, like, again, we have that 24/7 support, as having that van right outside there. It's
ooh,
wonderful to, make sure, things are being complied, and we're always there if you need us.
yeah.
And
How many customers do you have? That van has been outside my house the whole for since I got the internet. Is that a common
whoa,
thing for?
sir, wow. You just got another 20 points for a lawsuit package, towards our lawsuit
Oh,
package.
okay.
That's
Okay, never mind.
crazy.
You know what?
Oh,
Forget that
okay.
question. I'm
Oh, look
sorry.
at that. It's
Yeah.
going down. Okay. All right.
Oh, thank God. Well,
Wow.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
so funny. Okay, so all right, so I'm hearing I should increase the prayers per
Right.
and PPS, you said that's prayer per second? No. Prayer per session? PPS, you
Mm,
said?
yes, PPS, sir. I mean,
Okay. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I should know. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so I should increase the prayers. That
yeah,
might be why the internet is so slow.
right.
Okay, all right, and we should consider looking into Angry Jesus,
Hmm.
which is the app that monitors
Oh,
what we're doing, and
uh,
then
I'm happy you remember the game. Listen, my kid is really good in the game. He
huh,
has the high score. So like when you play the game, like and this is how you know you win. You know how you win? Jesus, he
please.
just stands there,
Okay, just that's
and
just
he
a
has a smile on his face and everything, and like he got to the next levels where like Jesus is just chilling on the Bahamas island, and
ah.
like just getting sun, and the more sun he's getting, great, and that goes towards again the prayers that he's been setting off as well.
So it's kind of a tan, like at a certain level, it's a sort of a like the points are tan based. It sounds like.
Right, exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
interesting.
know,
So
and yeah, and I'm doing great too. Again, employee of the month. So I hate bragging about it, but yeah,
no,
continue.
no, I'm glad that you keep bringing it up. And I think that it sounds like your knowledge of all these services is, yeah, I think yeah, that's pretty impressive. Hmm. Whew. Okay, so if I was to get the lawsuit package, is it possible that I
Ooh,
could specifically sign one person in the family up for it? Like somebody who's not me? I mean, a lot of our services are in my wife's name anyway. Is that
right.
a possibility?
Well, let me look into that. One second. Wait, I gotta talk to my manager too.
Yeah, talk to him.
Uh, oh, that's more money for us too.
You know what?
Yeah.
I should probably just
Oh,
forgive.
serious. Mhm.
I don't think, this doesn't, never mind. That was ill conceived. That was not a
Well,
great idea on my
Sarah,
part.
I just want to say though, like if let's say you said your wife, right?
Yeah.
And how's her prayer happening? She's helping like with the prayers as well.
Yeah, well, she does what she can.
Mhm.
She's definitely an intense person,
Okay.
and I was to understand that she was intensely religious, but it's
Mhm.
mostly just the intensity that I see these days.
Oh.
So, uh, yeah, so I think she's probably fine, and
Okay.
wait, actually, I should say, this this conversation's just between us, right? There's no way that this is gonna get back to somebody else because she will sometimes monitor my email.
Oh, sir. Oh, no worries. We make sure that it's only us who are monitoring, and
Oh,
I just want to
great.
say this sounds like you want the isolation package, but
Yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. Would you care to tell me more about that?
oh, okay. Well, this isolation package, really simple, as you were saying. Having a joint, customer account, as you said, you were with your
Sure.
wife. It looks like we'll be able to making sure that her purse can be up to at least one PPS, and by the way, that's prayers per servant.
Servant,
Yeah,
of course.
right. So
I don't know. I
the
didn't know.
idea is that we can also help boost that, especially within our facilities. She can have a tour of our facilities and
Okay.
have a longer stay to making sure that she's up to at least up to, and we could definitely boost it up to 4 PPS. Uh,
Okay.
how does that sound?
Yeah, I mean that sounds great to me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so she would get a tour of the
Mhm.
facility for a certain period of time, and
Right.
then right, okay, yeah, and then she wouldn't be released until she got up to a number of 4 PPS.
Oh, as you saying, I said yes, and also
I
that's
mean, not released. I shouldn't say that. The tour wouldn't end until that point.
right, and that'll be up to you because again, it's a joint customers account that
Right.
you
We
have, and
both
again, it
have to
won't.
sign off on it.
Right, exactly. Oh, again, it's just one person to make sure we're able to process this in a very easier and uh, you know easier fashion.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Well,
We'll make sure again. We'll make sure that it is a very quick service. Again, transportation to the facilities. We like to go like
great.
especially at nighttime because again, rush
Right.
hour time is not efficient to get to our facilities. Want
Of
to make sure
course.
we do that, and we'll make sure that she's sedated enough to making sure we do this in a very very quiet and subtle way.
Yeah. Well, I think that's something that she would like as somebody
Okay.
who's so intense. I feel like that's a real possibility.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, look at that. I'm happy that we solved all of this. Now, should we sign you up for that package?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go
Okay,
ahead.
let's see.
Yeah, is that something we schedule in advance or is that just kind of happen, like Jesus, like a thief in the night?
Oh, again, remember that 24/7 service?
Hmm.
The van outside right there. Just give it a little heads up, a little wink, and then we know to make sure to come around. Let's see, we could schedule something around 2 a.m. tonight,
Okay.
and yeah, it should be very quick. Oh, also, I remember you said you have kids. We have
Hmm.
a summer package.
Hmm.
Um, and again, we have the camp prayer internet service provider
Great.
summer camp facilities as well. So if you need, have that summer break and you need to get those boosts of more
Yeah, more
PPS, yeah.
prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Stop playing that for. Yeah, I think that's
Right.
a great idea. Well, I should probably ask about the quality of the camp, but you know what?
Mm.
I trust you. Let's just
Okay.
let it ride. I
All
think
right.
that's a great idea. So okay, so summer. So is that like that's like February or what time is that?
Again, when we thinking about the summer, usually people, do get the summer package, of
Hmm.
course, around those of June to August months. But again, it could
Okay.
be extended. But
Okay.
again, that should not be any problem at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that sounds great. Yeah, that would be. Let's do that. Okay, so is that
Okay.
the same people who are in the van outside, or that's something that we would arrange right now?
Same people.
Okay,
And also you could give a double wink if you want to see if we can arrange that. I think we have a good fast booking service
great.
process as well.
So a double wink, so more of a blink.
Yeah, somewhere like a blink, but also like given more initial eyebrows
Okay.
within the winks, will give it more just a good confirmation for us to making sure that we can go through the process.
Great. Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Oh, and you kids, we're gonna have classes like let's see, form signing. They
Okay.
get to do
Mm,
let's see, accounting. Also,
great.
really great career builder
Like,
as
yep,
well.
that and I'm sure it has to do with prayer. That sounds fantastic.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Excellent. So I'm really happy we had this call.
You know
I
what? I
think
am
we made
too.
progress.
Yeah, I'm really glad, and now knowing that I'll be able to be free in my house with all these, like, that I feel much better knowing that Christian Internet is covering the
Mhm.
security and the camp and the tours of my family. I feel fantastic about this.
Wonderful. Excellent. Remember, keep that prayer happening. Data will go nice and smooth through your account, and
Okay.
CEO will be happy to hear that things are going great. And the more customer based happiness and testimonials we get, and also happiness from our CEO, it seems that we can continue business as usual. Thus
Thank
with
God.
life. Yeah.
Great,
All right.
great. Well, I'm waving right now on the camera. I don't. Hopefully, I'm sure you can't see that, but
Mhm.
yeah. Well, thank you. I really appreciate this call. This was really helpful.
All right. Well, appreciate it, buddy. Take care. Again, it's been from Prayer Internet Service Provider. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks
Bye.
so much.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. It's so funny. I was like, when you said that thing about throwing for a
That
loop, I
was
was like, well, that's not going
thoroughly.
to be me. Mine's going to be real normal.
No, that was good. Yes. Oh, that was. Oh man. Oh, I love it. Love where
It's, it's so
it just
crazy.
goes. Wow. Oh man. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna. This is the best one I had so far.
that's
Cause
no, that's
like,
nice of you to say, Jared. Thanks. That was yeah. That I was. There's sometimes
damn.
you're headed forward and you're like, we're gonna lock up my wife. Here we go. Like,
Yeah.
there's just no off road to that strand. Like, here it is, and also the children. Yeah,
Yeah, it was locked up. I was just like making sure, is
the people outside of the
Jesus
van.
camp, Christian camp. Yeah, we got that's all we're trying to do. That's how it works, you know. So
Really
I
great. Oh my god.
no listen. I'm not saying that I was the one who got us there. I'm just kidding. We both no, I'm not listen, this was great. I want to ask how did we get here? Like
Yeah, I'd have to listen to it again. That's so funny.
but like how do we how I forgot how it started. Like you said something about like, or maybe I said something about Christian or just like, oh, like Christian dad or
Yeah. It was okay. So first it was like I suspected that that the website was throttling the internet speed to religious sites.
okay, yeah.
Right. Yeah. But then, I mean, that's a silly thought because it's a religious internet company. And then, yeah, you implied that the religion was no that it was a lack of prayer in the household that was actually the cause of the slowdown. God.
I don't understand. I would even like I would even thought to create, and you kept asking questions. I was like,
Yeah. I hope that's okay. I've
no,
been
that was fine.
yeah okay. I've been
That
reading.
was
Yeah,
fine.
I've been following a lot about about improv lately and like the and I think okay, so it feels like part of improv is like, I mean, the yes and, right? But the yes and is not just and something else, it's also like, and here's another helpful detail, right?
Right.
But I'm just so like, I'm more curious than I am inventive sometimes, and so I
Mhm.
feel like, yeah, the stuff you're able to create off the dome was really great. And the structure of the website, I mean, it's just sad. Also, it's hard not to laugh, especially the first part. Like the idea that Jesus is the COO, not even the CEO. He's in charge of operations. Yeah, I
Oh
thought that
man.
was really great.
Oh
And then
dude. Yeah.
but who's under Jesus? You. It's like in the company or in my family? Yeah, I really like that a lot.
I wanted, yeah, that's the idea I wanted, where it's just like, I wanted it to be like a pyramid scheme, and I
Right,
wanted,
yeah,
because
that actually really,
and
that totally made
it
sense.
all went through because, like, long story short, like, you were going to be a good customer and provide your family, and we're going to use them to, help us with services of labor, just to,
That's right. Oh, I should have.
a very
Yeah, I
complete
could have.
package.
That's
Yeah.
so great. I could have pressed back and asked if there was an incentive to giving my family up, which actually would have been, yeah, that would have been a neat little wrinkle.
Yeah, that would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't know. It's hard to, I
right.
really, yeah, I thought that was
I would answer, and I wouldn't threaten you with the lawsuit package.
the lawsuit package was great. That was, yeah, within the structure of the company is the threat as to why this specific thing is a problem. I thought that was amazing. And there was something else that was so great. Yeah, I really, yeah, no, that was one of my favorite parts. I thought that was really fantastic. Oh my
Dude,
God.
like, and that's the thing, like, I love just the, a lot of the calls that you get, like, IT support calls, or like, Best Buy or whatnot. They really try to, like, get to know you, and
Right,
like sometimes
right.
I don't want to give you too much. I just, you ever had those kind of calls?
Oh yeah. Well, and at this point, like this is something I wasn't sure if I could integrate, but I feel so sorry for every IT person. I
Mhm.
try to be as nice, you know what I mean? Like, because they don't want to be there either. You know what I mean? Like, they're
Yeah.
just kind of these like sponges for your rage, and like,
Yeah.
that's so tough. Yeah. Do you mean when you get calls or when you give calls? Like, I guess both, right? Customer
Um,
service.
good question. Like, back over the years, like having like an IT job, like, I think it's those times when, like, if I'm working with, let's say I'm doing like a remote desktop kind of like
Yeah.
thing, and then we're just waiting for things to load, and like it's that
Right.
awkward silence. You're just like,
Right.
so I'm just like, so how's your week going? Sometimes, like, you get the people who just like, he doesn't want to talk, just like, yeah, that's good, yeah, things are right. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, how, I don't want to just like, how good is it? Like,
Do you feel like
what
if
do you
you
mean
were
by that?
right, yeah, right. Excuse me. Do you feel like if you were older or if you were female, you could press harder? Because I feel like old female callers,
Mhm.
they could start quoting the Bible. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
well, I don't know. Like, well, you gotta have kids. Like, it
Mhm.
doesn't, that's just, you know what I mean? They get away with, I feel like, a lot more in terms of prying and stuff. Whereas
And
young men,
yeah,
it's like, hey,
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I know exactly what you mean.
mm,
I think is like those times, especially, it's kind of like a gateway for them to talk about their family, and
yes,
and
right.
dude, every time I like, when I hear those, like, just two people just telling me, like, their family, like where they're from and stuff, I'm just like, all right, good for you. You have assets, okay? You
Yeah,
got
right.
assets. All right. I'm trying to
That's
help you
great.
here.
It's funny
You
to
know?
imagine you like, yeah, like, okay, a husband, that's a certain
Yeah.
amount of money, and a child.
Mhm.
Yeah, assets. That's really great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I think like yeah, there's something about it. I mean, it's just such a sad thing. They're just so powerless, as callers. And so I don't even know if I knew that you had a bunch of IT jobs, but that's the case. I assume you've talked about that in other episodes and stuff.
Yeah. Well, not past episodes, but like that's where I got the idea to do the podcast, because I always think it's like an art sometimes when
Yeah.
you're talking with people, because I think the main thing about, like, working as IT, or just, whatever, like Apple Genius
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Geek Squad member, is like, you don't want to make the customer feel like, silly, or,
Yeah. That's a great.
see,
Oh,
I can't
that's
even say the
tough,
word
right?
I can't even say the word stupid,
But
because,
yeah.
like, like in meetings, people, like your manager just like, yeah, don't even think about the word stupid, okay? you, you
That's
know,
a
like,
great idea for that. Just you try
yeah,
not to make it
we'll
slip
talk
out.
about it, yeah, on Friday when we all go for happy hour, like that kind of stuff, and we're just like, man, I got the weirdest call, man, and we're just like shitting on them, but like you
Right.
gotta, yeah, you gotta, try to like with a smile on your face, you're just like, oh, he's gonna plug it in.
When
It's
I
in the
did,
back.
yeah. Oh my God. I did calling for Wisconsin Democrats in the last election. I think it was the
Mhm.
primary. No, it was just the main
Wow.
election. And yeah, I don't know. I became very aware of what I'm comfortable saying
Mhm.
and who, like, just inherently, like, who you want to talk to,
Yeah.
Like it was like when I was like, I realized I was calling people, and if the roles had been reversed, I would have hung up on myself. And that was crazy, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to talk to me. Like, if I would have gotten a call while I was calling others, and it would have
Right.
been like the equivalent of me, I would have been like, hang up, And so, but I'm trying expecting other people not to let you, like, to actually pick up. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, because like afterwards, it was like some older people and like young women, and they were like, "Oh, I talked to like 30 people," and I was like, "Yeah, like two people, like actually like willing to talk." And one of them, it was a family, and they were like, "Oh, we can vote on the internet now, so we're just gonna do that." And I was
Right.
like, no, you can't." But I don't feel good about like overruling people, and being
Mhm.
like, that's wrong, like, because I want to be
Yeah.
respectful. I mean, it was, oh man. But yeah, I mean, the position of the IT person is real precarious.
Right.
That's hard.
I think I know what you mean. Like you have to follow like the handbook, like
Yes.
you gotta follow. Oh man, I love getting the handbooks. Like when it has the dialogue, they show
Yeah.
you what to say, and you're just
Yeah.
like insert here, customer's name, kind of, like kind of thing like that. So like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh man, they have it all here. I don't have to think of anything,
That's nice. I didn't get that at first, I was making these calls, and I was like, oh, I should be real, I should just be kind of
Yeah.
myself. And then it's like, no, man, no. Like, the reason why they have the script right is like it answers the questions they'll have at these
Right.
different points. And it's,
Mhm.
yeah, no, I should have used it more often.
And yeah, it'll a lot of them I'm really happy to have it, but like now I see is like guidelines. You don't have to say it word for word, because like I sound like a fucking robot,
Yeah, right.
and like as a black man, I can't sound like that. It reminds me of that movie. It just came out. He was like on a call center, and he had to sound like white or so, and then
Yeah, sorry
and
for
he
bothering you,
yeah, sorry for bothering you.
or sorry to bother you, or whatever.
I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
know
that's
this.
great.
But like it reminds me of that, and it's just like I can't do that,
Of
just
course.
yeah. So
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've thought about developing comedy on it. It's like, so, and I teach writing, and it's like your what you have to say is like an extension. This is a little too grand, especially with that religious stuff, but it's like it's all you have, right? Like it's like your soul. Like, here's who I am, here's what I have to say, and
right,
that somebody else like buys that from you know what I mean? Like, not just buying
yeah,
your time, especially that thing where now it's like answering the phone's like, it's a beautiful day, blah blah blah. It's like you gotta like make a reality to earn a wage. Like, that's so crazy,
yeah,
like, God, yeah, it's real
yeah.
hard.
I
Is
I,
it a
I
beautiful day?
It is, yeah, and that's the thing too, where it's just like the reason I know that I like doing the job is like I get that, man, if I help somebody and like it's just like, and they're just like, wow, thanks for the fast turnaround, or like, wow, that was quick, that was easy, yeah, I appreciate your patience and stuff, or they're just like, oh great, just like, oh, you saved me, oh, I love that, like, oh, you saved me,
Wow. Oh,
you
that's
saved me
great.
tons of time, Jared. I get that goosebumps. Dude, I can get those goosebumps. Oh man, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna. Sometimes I go on break. I'm just gonna kind of simmer in this a little bit. I'm gonna go.
That's
I
so
go,
good.
and sometimes I just go to get a cigarette, but I don't even smoke any cigarettes. It's just me going outside, just like, oh, chill. So,
That's
oh
so great.
man, yeah,
Yeah, that's helping people. That's really nice. I mean, especially being able to do that and like reaching through the phone, or like having somebody be like in distress and then like, nursing them out of it. It's nice we still get that opportunity. That's really cool.
right, yeah, buddy. Oh man, yeah, dude, this has been a pleasure. Oh
Yeah.
man, this
I
has been
had a great
fun.
time, man. This is really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks for going with the religious stuff. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but that was Great. It was very religious.
It works, but I always, like I feel to a point, especially like comedy that I do, where like I always think like, oh yeah, I feel I could do like PG-13 or like, oh, I'm just like on the fringe, but like at the same time, just even us going through that kind of route, it was nothing towards. I always think like comedy, if I don't turn into like a positive experience, then it's
Mm.
not worth it. And it was still was, because the idea was just that it's a fake, it's a fake fair religious internet service providing company.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is that there was a
Mhm.
real reality in the scene, which
Right.
is like, I mean, especially, okay, like, well, this is a goofy reference, but
Mhm.
like I have to look this up. So this is like allegedly, right? But I heard that
Mhm.
like Parlor, I should look this up before saying it. Whatever. I heard a rumor. Somebody
Yeah,
say
yeah.
before you sign up for Parlor, they ask you for your social security number,
That's what
which
I
is one
heard.
of the supposedly, which is one of the
Okay.
reasons why it was so crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, like, once you have a utility like social media, that
Right.
it has a political or religious slant,
Mhm.
that pushes it off into such a goofy direction, kind of anything can happen. And I think
Right.
like the reality of the scene with the links
Mhm.
of like, like putting your children in a re-education camp or whatever. It's like, I don't know, like, well, what happens when you have a religious internet? Like that would be that. Anyway, I thought that was really
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, man. I was gonna add the social security like kind of policy, because I think you were oh, what was it? Oh yeah, oh, I love the my favorite part was the documentation like of like the policy. And you're just like, oh, I had the papers. I was like, oh, luckily we have the email. And I love how we just went into the email and you thought I had a problem with that. You thought I had the problem with the devil? And I was just like, hey, wait a second. No, that's my number.
Yeah.
Oh man, see, yeah, that's the thing, dude. You just, oh man, I just love like moments like that. And I was thinking, I was just like, oh, I want him to continue thinking. I'm like, hey, wait a second, can't
This
do
is just,
that.
it's so funny. This would be the email, but I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh
No
my
worries,
God.
buddy. All right, so Lars, man, I definitely want to try to have you. I want to continue doing things like this, and again, it's gonna continue being fun. I might even just have like, I think I told you, like just two different comics, and sometimes, you know what, I might do it. Like you don't even know who it is.
That's a great idea.
But I gotta
That's
make
really cool.
sure, like I gotta make sure it's like they want to work with that person. You're
Oh
just
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah. I don't have any beef with anybody, so I'm always safe that way.
you know.
That would be funny though. I mean,
Mhm.
that's a great thing about improv, like right, like
Ooh,
that meta level where it's like,
Mm,
oh, I didn't know she hates him.
right.
Here we go. We'll
But
see if
you
that makes it into the scene.
Be funny. They just like start roasting each other back and forth, and they're just like, "Oh, by the way, I know you're helping me with IT, but you sound like, just like, it is like insulted them." And it's like, "Oh,
I used to know somebody like you, and
yeah,
he would sleep with people and not call him back. Is that something that you were into?
who's your
Uh,
manager?" Like,
yeah. Oh, really
oh
good.
man.
Jesus, ultimately. COO, Chief Operations Officer. I was like, I don't even know how hard to push this because I don't know what a COO does. Like, not
Don't
really,
even
like.
question it. All right. I was gonna even say that. Now, I won't even say that. I was gonna make up something like, "Oh yeah, he runs the Easter events," and
Our COO pops in every May. Yeah, it's fine. Just he's their Easter guy. That's
yeah.
great.
I was gonna say something like, "Oh, you fired the last guy. Yeah. Next time we won't hire a guy named Judas like that." All right, man. Anyways, anything you want to plug or anything?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't been doing a lot, but I'm at Sweet and Sour on Twitter and Instagram. Sweet and Sour, one word. And then I have something called Lars's Comedy Vault on Facebook, which is where I tend to upload the clips of my comedy. And then there's like a Lars's Secret Comedy Vault, which is where the stuff that's like goes that not safe for work goes. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty much it.
Nice, excellent, yeah. Lars, I can't wait. Again, if we do this again, it might be a bit different, but I think, hey, you might even be like the IT
That'd be great.
personality now. You would love that. You even have this set up too, and of course,
Yeah, we
me
both look
noticing
like
that
IT
on a
guys.
podcast. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, you got the headset. Me too. I look like I'm doing like a black NPR kind of
Great.
studio show. This is great.
Surreal too.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's been me, Jaren George, host, and we have Lars Soderlund. Hey, thank you. This has been IT Podcast. All right, take care. Bye.
Thanks.